this. Aaron Rodgers of the Steelers doing the hosting of this one. CJ Stroud of the Texans. Final game of this wild card round. First ever playoff meeting between these two franchises. First and 10 from the Steelers 40. The handoff to Woody Marks. It's a flea flicker. Stroud is in trouble. Loses the ball. Bit of a theme for this game. Steelers recover. Stroud has not lost a fumble all season until now. Steelers with the ball. Rodgers going to throw deep for DK Metcalf, and it's like he has bricks for hands. It's like he's playing keep away with himself. Can't bring it in. Rodgers can't believe it. Pretty sure we all felt the same way. Steelers had to punt it away early in the second quarter. Handoff to Woody Marks. This time cuts outside, picks up 20. Texans now in the red zone. 2 plays later, 2nd and 3 from the 6. Stroud fakes the toss, hits Christian Kirk. Touchdown. Stroud now has 5 playoff passing touchdowns. That's the most in Texans history, and he has the lead. It is 7-3. What was that? Dropping the snap on the next drive, picks it up, gets hit, loses it again. TJ Watt jumps on it. Second lost fumble for Stroud in the half. Steelers with great field position, so what are they going to do with it? Not much. 3rd and goal from the 8. Rodgers dropping back. Pocket collapses. Rodgers down. It does force a field goal, so the game at the half was 7-6. Now in the third, because that's how this goes. On a 3rd and 4 from the Steelers 14, Stroud looking for Xavier Hutchinson, but Brandon Echols undercuts the route, and he's like, mine, I'll take it. So Stroud is the first player with multiple lost fumbles and a pick in a playoff game since the Dolphins' Matt Moore did it in 2016, coincidentally, against the Steelers. Steelers with the ball back. Rodgers launches it downfield, looking for Kellen Austin III. Tight coverage. Nope. Going to fall incomplete. Looking for a flag. They don't get it. That was on 3rd down. 3rd down troubles galore because the Steelers were 2 for 14 on 3rd down in this game. 1:29 to go in the 3rd. Stroud, this time to Nico Collins. Hit hard by Joey Porter Jr. Pass is incomplete. Collins did leave the game after being carted off the field, evaluated for a concussion. In the 4th quarter, Texans now lead 10-6. 3rd and 12 at their own 43. Rodgers sacked. Will Anderson Jr., the ball comes out. Sheldon Rankins, I do it myself. Takes it in, exploring the stadium space. Like that is clearly out. Rankins, big man touchdown. Texans got up 17-6, and let's be honest, it just kind of got out of hand from there. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Stroud, Kirk, on the move. The game of 33 at 8 catches, 144 yards, and 1 score. That play sets up this one just a few plays later. This time it's Marks, slicing and dicing, weaving. 9 touchdown, 19 carries, 112 yards, and that score. Texans now lead 24-6. Did you think the scoring was done? No. Rodgers back out there with about 3 minutes to go. Picked. Kalen Bullock. And then he starts running down the sidelines. I mean, Rodgers gives him an effort, but no. That's a touchdown. Second defensive touchdown for the Texans, all part of a 36 win.
It was an outstanding defensive performance, one of the best that I've seen, especially versus a really talented offense, a talented quarterback who's, played at a high level for a long time. So I'm proud of our defensive performance. I think this is the best performance we've had in our team history. So I'm proud of our guys for that, to limit the points, to take the football away, not only just take it away, but to go score. You get 2 defensive touchdowns, that's a big deal.
Our defense has played like this all year. They've held us up, and I think, this is one of the best performances I've ever seen. It's crazy. I'm thinking on the last 3 wild card games I played in, they've always had a pick 6 and like some type of 2 turnover game, So, when you have a defense like that, it's really, really encouraging.
I think everybody knew we the best defense. The whole world know that. Every time we go out there, we show it. We went out there and showed it today. I don't think they even scored a touchdown.
Not nervous about it because I'm very, very nervous. And the reason I'm very, very nervous is because I'm trying to figure out how the Steelers going to score on these brothers. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to score because I'm here to tell you something right now. It don't look promising. The Houston Texans are the #1 defense in the National Football League. You don't run against them. You don't pass against them. They hunt for you. And Aaron Rodgers for the Pittsburgh Steelers is a stationary target. He's 41 years of age. He's a senior citizen in NFL parlance, okay? He's an immobile individual. He can't run the way that he used to. He can sidestep here or there inside the pocket, but in the end, he ain't scrambling any damn place. They're going to hunt for him. DeMeco Ryans is an elite coach in the NFL on the defensive side of the ball, even though he's your head coach in Houston. But I'm very, very big on dudes that live up to what got them the job in the first place as a head coach. If you are offensive or a defensive coordinator, I can't stand when you use that to get a head coaching job. And then all of a sudden, the very thing that you were successful at as a coordinator, you forget to make sure you cement as the head coach. That is not what DeMeco Ryan has done. When you look at DeMeco Ryan and what he brings to the table, the reality is that this brother, DeMeco Ryan, and what he brings to the table, that defense is something special. Bottom line is that when I think about this game tonight, the Steelers could win, meet DK Metcalf, courtesy of missing the last 2 games because of a 2-game suspension and almost blew the playoffs for them. He's back here. He's back in the lineup. He'll be available tonight. Let's see what he does. He's got some making up to do. He almost blew the Steelers a playoff opportunity and sent them home for the season. Luckily, that did not happen because they were able to win the regular season finale, okay? So we're happy about that, beating the Baltimore Ravens, even though they lost to Cleveland Browns a week before. But in the end, here's what it comes down to. If you're the Steelers, can you score enough points? And can you limit CJ Stroud and Nico Collins and those brothers? Houston shouldn't be able to run the football on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And even though
Texans, but the Houston defense held the Steelers to 175 yards, including just 146 passing for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Ocho, this might have been the last throw of Aaron's career.
Yes.
Might have been a pick six. Because if you remember, the last throw of Tom Brady's career was a pick six by Logan Ryan, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, he went to Tampa, won a Super Bowl, was Super Bowl MVP, and had him in the playoff each of his 3 years there. But that was bad. Tonight was bad. And Ocho.
Yeah.
And I know, look, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want people to think I'm piling on. But when is enough going to be? Well, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season.
Right.
He also hasn't been close to getting back to the Super Bowl since he went to the Super Bowl last time, and they lost to Aaron Rodgers in 2011.
Yeah.
That was the last chance they've been to the Super. That was the last time they went to the Super Bowl, and that was the last time they realistically had a chance.
Yes.
I mean, they go to the playoffs, but ain't nobody picking those Steelers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Well, you also have to realize, I mean, because of Mike Tomlin and his decision not to have a quarterback to back up Ben Roethlisberger, not wanting to upset him, not having a predecessor in place when Ben Roethlisberger time was up. I mean, it's hampered them. It's hampered them in having a chance or even being able to compete. Yeah, having winning seasons is okay, but the ultimate goal at the end of the day is to want to compete for a Super Bowl trophy, and they haven't been able to do that because of the issues at the quarterback position. And we've seen many teams throughout the league struggle until they find that centerpiece. And until you find that centerpiece, I mean, this is what it's going to be. Now you get an Aaron Rodgers who is, up in age, but he can give you.
He's 42.
Yeah, he's 42. He's nothing like what he used to be. It's not like
he tripped over his own feet tonight and got sacked.
Yeah, it's nothing like you getting the goddamn Aaron Rodgers of young when he was in Green Bay. If you had that, hell, I mean, it would have looked completely different tonight. Tonight's game, CJ Stroud didn't play well.
No, he didn't.
See, CJ Stroud didn't play well, and people will look at the box score and it being 30-6, and you look at the numbers and what CJ Stroud, he was 20 for 32. Had a TD, he had an interception. He threw for 250 yards. I mean.
But the bobbles, Ocho, I mean, think about it. The bobbles, he got, I mean, he was one time it was not his fault. The center snapped the ball and it doesn't look like he was ready.
Right.
But the other time on the flea flicker, he fumbled that one. And then he had another fumble. And then all of a sudden he took his eyes off the ball twice and it was low. So he really had 4 fumbles.
Yeah, it was
and they got 2 of them back, but that could have been disastrous. Go ahead.
Disastrous. You think about this. Think about what if they were playing a team with a much better offense than the Steelers.
They're playing one on Sunday.
Yeah, bingo. Matter of fact, what if the defense is having a bad game and they just can't stop anybody?
Oh, they lost.
You would have lost this game, huh? Mm-hmm. You had 3 turnovers going into the third quarter. You was only down by 1 point. Yep. Down by 1 point. In the fourth quarter, obviously, it was damn near a 23-point swing simply because of what the defense did. And then obviously offensively, you finally got one. You finally got one in.
Yeah.
But defense won this game for them. CJ Stroud is going to have to play better, especially protecting the ball and get a little bit more offense. Excuse me, get a little bit more offense going. Because when you play them Patriots, as great as that defense is, the Patriots have so many different moving pieces, offensively. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough outing. As great as that goddamn Texans defense is.
Makers. I mean, after the first series, DK disappeared. I was disappointed in DK Ocho. He got a force block. DK 6'3", 6'4", 230 pounds. And he let that man blow that play up in the backfield, Ocho?
Yeah.
Come on, Ocho. I'm not saying you got to pancake the guy. But ain't no way, no DB. I would not allow a DB because DK weighs more than I did and I played tight end. There's no way I'm allowing a DB to blow me up and make that play in the backfield.
No.
That's just not want to. He just didn't want to. Petrie came to play. Those guys came to play.
Hey,
Petrie headache. Petrie thumping.
Hey, do you see how small Petrie is? He's not a big dude.
No.
Petrie is not a big dude, but he plays like he's 6'5".
Yeah.
He plays
like he's 6'5".
You know, and he's very reminiscent the way Petrie plays and comes to the party, plays down in the box. He supports coming down on the run. He reminds me of Ryan Clark a little bit. He reminds me of Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark had no regard for his body. Yeah. Oh, he coming to the party with no regard for you or his body.
He's a 90s. He's a 90s type of safety. Yes. Those guys was physical. The Rodney Harrisons, the Steve. Yeah. Now he's not as big as those guys. No. And you look at him, you're like, oh, man, I'm about to run. Okay.
He too little. Yeah, he looks small.
Okay. Next thing you know, your heels up in there. You're like, well, damn, what happened? He done knock you on your ass. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But let's take we'll talk about the Texans, but let's take the Steelers.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to hang their hat. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. He's never had a losing season.
Right.
What is that? I thought the objective was to win and win a championship. So now this is where we are because no coach has ever started his career like this. Never had a non-winning season. What is that? How close are the Steelers? Steeler fans, be realistic with yourself. How close are you, would you say, to winning a championship as currently constructed?
No, not nowhere near. Nowhere near,
They're not even close.
No.
They're not even close. Defensive front, okay.
The back
it's okay. They're really good against the run. They can pressure. They get exotic with some stuff. Yeah. But offensively, because you got a 42-year-old guy, because what happened, Ocho, he reverted back. He didn't look like the old Aaron Rodgers. He looked like an old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like. And people are like, well, if you go, they had the stat up there. He averaged, 3.7 yards of air distance, which was the fewest in the NFL. You know what happens when you get like that? You don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
And they got to find ways to get the ball out your damn hand quick. You don't trust your offensive line, and they work scheming ways to get the ball out your hands because they know you can't take a hit.
Yeah.
Because in order for you to push the ball down the field, Ocho, you would have to take one right here occasionally.
Yeah, you got to.
And at 42, you ain't trying to do that.
Nah. And you know what else? To have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, as old as he is, being that he's not the same way he used to be, he's not in a position, nor do he have the skill set or the quality of play to be able to elevate those around him.
No.
So those around him need to be that much better.
You got to get better players around him. That's why Tom Brady left New England.
Yeah.
He went and got with a young Chris Godwin. He got with a young Mike Evans. They got an Antonio Brown. They brought in Gronk. They had Cade Otton. That young that offensive line. They drafted Tristan Wirth. Look at that young defense that they had. They had a JPP. They had a Devin White. They had a 54. I forget his name. They had those young guys. Carlton Davis. Jamel Dean. They had his dad was he's a safety. His dad was a safety in the league. I forget his name also off the top of my head, guys. Sorry about that.
You talking about Winfield? No.
Yeah, Antonio Winfield Jr. Yeah. Levante David. You see?
Yeah.
So now as you get older, you need more help. So instead of for 20 years, Tom Brady was able to elevate. I ain't mad at him. That now same thing with Peyton. Peyton went and got with the Demarius, rest his soul. He got with a young Eric Decker. He got with Emmanuel Sanders. He had a Julius Thomas. They redid that offensive line. They had Von Miller. They go get DeMarcus Ware. They go get Talib. They go get TJ Ward. Look at what they did. They had those young linebackers in there. Trevathan and Brandon Marshall. That's what Aaron Rodgers needs. Yeah. So if you think you're going to get that guy to elevate your team, no, you need to have pieces in place that can elevate him. And there's no harm in that. No. There's no harm in that. Nobody is the same as they were in the beginning.
Right.
And the biggest thing is, Ocho, is coming to grips with that. That's the hardest thing when you're a great player, is come to grips that I'm not what I used to be. But Pittsburgh's not even close. And I get it. Mike Tomlin, he's great, very matter of fact, you know where he stands, have great sayings. But Pittsburgh, if you being honest, if everybody's being honest, y'all not close.
But you know what? Also, I think Mike Tomlin will probably know that and understand that if this is Aaron Rodgers last year, that means I'm even that much further away from being able to win a championship.
Yes.
Okay, so not having losing seasons, yes, that's a great thing, but that's not the end goal at the end of the day. I think Mike Tomlin, I love him to death as a coach. I think he walks away. I think I don't see the Rooney's actually firing him. I don't think they make that decision. I think they have a conversation where they allow him the grace to be able to leave, to leave the game or the team in general. I
don't see that happening. I don't see Mike Tomlin walking away from $16 million a year.
So I don't. What you hold on. Hold on now. But talk to me now. What you think?
I think he's gonna come back. But I don't think they're close. We're gonna be in the same situation. The same situation again, same situation we've been in for the last 15 years.
Yeah, but
Mike Tomlin has not had a losing season. A non-winning season, however you want to, because there have been times he's been 500, 8-8. So you didn't lose, but you didn't win. But okay, I get that. He's 10-7 this year. We're gonna be right back here again next year, having the same conversation. The same conversation we had in 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We've had this same conversation, chat. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, you know it. Terrible Towel fans, you know it. How many years consecutive have we had the conversation?
Well,
y'all not close. I want you to know this. TJ Watt ain't getting younger. Cam Hayward ain't getting younger.
Right.
You got J Ram and Peasy Jr. Okay, they can lock it down. They're doing good. The transition has been seamless for Ram from corner to safety. Hell of a job. I've always liked him because he was unafraid to tackle. Yeah. I love that. I love that about a guy. I need my corners to tackle.
Yeah.
Junior, he getting better and better. Better and better.
Which Junior who? Porter?
Jordan Porter Jr.
Hey, he nice, huh?
Jordan Porter Jr., yeah.
He getting much better. And he
talked just like his daddy. His daddy had more mouth than a poor hog had ass. And he had to talk chirping just like him, Ocho.
Yeah. Hey, he gonna be in your face all game too, and he gonna follow you too, huh?
Yes, I like that.
He gonna follow you.
I like that. Now back to the Texans. Here, let me pull up their stats because I don't have my board like I normally would have it in if I was home. Just a second, chat. CJ was 21 of 32, 250, one touchdown, one interception. He was sacked.
Chance. The Steelers still had a chance going into the fourth quarter. And it was at that point it was too late. They couldn't hold no more. The defense couldn't hold no more.
I thought the only way the Steelers could win, they got to pick six or they got to scoop and score. Yeah. As far as moving the ball,
nah.
Against Ocho, did you realize the Texans was 10 or 15 on third down?
Oh shit! The Steelers was 2 of what? 2 of 14 on third.
2 of 14.
Yeah, 2 of 4. Yeah, 2 of 14 on third. Yeah. You ain't winning no game like that.
No, Steelers had 175 yards, 13 first downs. They were 2 of 14. They were 2 of 3 on fourth downs. Yeah. Had 56 total plays, 175 yards. 175 yards. when you take away the sack yardage that they lost, bad. They had 175 total yards, Ocho. A team led by Aaron Rodgers, one of the great NFL quarterbacks, one of the great players of all time. They had 175 yards of total offense.
Hey, it's bad, boy.
They're not good, Ocho. They're not good.
Mm-mm.
And you're pinning your Ocho. Think about it. You pin your hopes
Uh-huh.
on a 42-year-old quarterback with no auxiliary pieces around him.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't even say you pin your hopes, but you understand what he can do. That veteran presence, knowing that he's been in this position before. He's been to playoff games. Can you muster up just enough to give us a chance?
No, not when you don't have anything around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I was watching, man. I was watching DK on that ball. He bobbled. Ocho, I don't know how he has his hands. I need to see him up close. I need to have a conversation with him.
But see, you have.
He's not. You know what it is, Ocho? Not to cut you off. He's not a natural catcher. He's not a natural catcher of the football.
How would
you think? You took the we thinking the same thing.
Yeah. And you can tell. You can tell when the receiver is a natural catcher of the football. He's not one. He's a receiver, yes, but he's not a natural
catcher. He doesn't pluck the ball.
Yeah,
like some of the guys just pluck it. You see Chase how he plucks the ball. Look at Puka Nacua how he just plucks the ball.
Yep.
Some guys they just pluck the ball and it's like, damn, bro, how you just make that look so easy.
Yeah.
And then other guys fight it. It's like they fighting the ball.
Hey, there's a certain art to catching the ball, Unc.
It is. That's an art.
There's a certain art to it where I know people on the outside looking in, listen, you're a receiver, you're in the NFL, you've been catching the ball all your life, but some make it look easier than others.
Yes.
There's a certain state of relaxation.
Yes.
Not really relaxed.
Right.
I don't know how to make it make sense, put it into words for myself. I can only speak for myself and others that are like natural pass catchers of the ball. My body was always relaxed, but there was a certain tension to myself that I had to where I wanted to look pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything was with hands. I hate catching with my body. I hate it.
I think the thing is, Ocho, is that natural pass catchers, like you say, they're relaxed. A lot of times the DB are looking at your eyes. When the ball is, he's looking at your eyes. And what happens? Eyes get big. Okay, ball's coming.
Yep. That's why you got to have late hands. You got to have
late hand. You got to relax. And at the very instead of running 5, 6, 7 yards with your hands out like this here.
Right.
Because he gonna rake.
Oh yeah. Every time.
I want to wait to the very last second.
Last minute, yeah.
And at all possible, I'm trying to. That's why on the go ball, Ocho, the first thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stack you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you in a trail position. So that way you have to come through me. I don't want to dance with you. I don't want you hip to hip.
Yeah.
Hip to hip. The quarterback got to throw damn near a perfect pass.
You know who's the best receiver I've ever seen in the history of this game at always being in a relaxed state when they catch